Okay, so now today we are doing our second reading of Sisters. All right, we're going to be reading from page 26 to 59. All right, we are going over summarizing again. Okay, we're going to dive a little deeper into what is summarizing the big ideas versus the tiny ideas, and we're going to focus on plot. Okay,
Everybody
just see. Okay, so now we're going to be reviewing what summarizing is. Today we're going to be focusing a little more on the plot and the development of the story. We're also going to be filling out another. We're going to be using another graphic organizer, but this one's going to look a little different, where we focus on the beginning, middle, and end. Um, and really dive into what is big ideals versus what are the little ideals. In other words, the tiny ideals. Okay, so we're going to review. Say hi, Joseph.
hi.
All right, we're going to start with reviewing what is summarizing. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to start with reviewing what we went over last time we was here. Okay, so summarizing, right? When we're summarizing, we are basically giving us a brief overview of what we have read. Okay, so we want to ask ourselves these questions: Who is the story mostly about? Joseph, can you turn around and look really quick? All right, who's the story mostly about? Where and when does it happen? What is the big problem or challenge? And what are two to three most important things that happen to try and fix the problem? How does it all end or gets resolved? Okay. We also have our acronym. Go ahead and tell me, what does S means?
S stands for short.
Keep it short.
Keeping it brief with no tiny details.
With no tiny details.
P
Absolutely.
stands for problem, which connected to the word what.
Okay.
But asking for the main challenge.
Okay.
A is for action, which is which is which is about the most important thing that it does, including its choices.
Uh-huh.
Always for resolution. It's about how does this problem get solved or not. Problem and solution is also based on plot.
Right.
K is for key characters. It's that it's also not like the main character.
Mm-hmm.
L is for location and time, which is the setting of the story. E E is for each in your own words, which means not to copy from what you're reading.
All right. So, that was awesome. Thank you, Joseph.
Thank
So
you.
now we want to touch on what we already read. Okay. So we read pages 20, from the beginning of the book to about 25 to really get an understanding of what was going on. So now when we're thinking about what our summary was, let's read from last class of what the summary of what was already happening in the story. Can you provide voice to this, Joseph?
Rihanna is going on a road trip with her family, but she and her sister Amara are constantly fighting. Rihanna remembers how excited she was when Amara was first born, but their relationship is now full of arguments and disagreements.
Okay. So off the bat, what is the problem? The problem we know from last time that what?
Rihanna and Amara is not getting along.
Rihanna and Amara is not getting along, and who they are to one another.
Hmm.
Who are they to one another? What is their relationship?
The reason the relationship is like messed up.
Right? The relationship is messed up. But who are they? They are who to each other? Is their mom and dad?
Sisters.
They're sisters. Okay. So go ahead. We're going to go ahead and pick up on our reading. All right. We're going to go over, before we start reading though, we want to go over the structure sort. Okay. Because we're doing beginning, middle, and end in our next thing, we're going to talk about this one right here. We're going to look at this one. We're going to talk about the beginning, middle, and end. All right. So in the beginning, go ahead and sit down. You can go ahead and provide. Can you give me voice to what is the beginning?
The, the, the beginning is the big event.
Mm-hmm.
It introduces a problem or conflict. The conflict. The problem may be within the main character, another character, nature, or circumstance.
For a circumstance, okay? And in the
Middle
middle,
is the rising action.
mm-hmm.
Everybody knows as what's this one?
Which one?
Oh,
Crisis.
crisis and dilemma.
Mm-hmm.
It's when the character realizes he or she must make a choice and decide how to solve a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also a showdown, which isn't, which is, which isn't, which isn't coming as the character makes his or her decisions.
And then the
The
end.
end is the climax and final action. The climax is when the tension in the greatest, or the character must face the problem head on.
Mm-hmm.
And the resolution is when the tension is gone. Winners and losers are known. In other words, the winner is typically the main character or the good guy. Everyone knows as the protagonist. The loser ends up being the loser ends up tied up.
Okay. So when we are reading today, we're going to figure out what part of the story we are in. Okay. So we wrote the beginning. We read the beginning of the story. Beginning of the story, they're getting ready to go where?
They're going on holiday to California.
They're going on a road trip. Not to
Oh,
California, but
hey.
not to
Oh,
California, but what? Where they're going?
but where are they going again?
It's Colorado. They're going to Colorado.
Oh, I forgot.
Okay, so we could actually even start to begin to fill out the first couple of parts of. You get your pencil?
Yes.
All right, so we're going to start filling out the first couple of parts of the graphic organizer. Okay, so starting from the last, who was the characters? Okay, what do we know already? Who was the characters?
The characters are Rihanna,
Uh huh.
the mom, the dad. Wait, what?
And you have mom and dad, right?
Yeah.
All right. So then we have the setting. The setting, or what do we know that's going to happen? They're going where?
They're going to Colorado.
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 They're preparing.
Colorado, that's what they said.
Preparing for a road trip
To Colorado.
And then we already recognized the problem. What was the problem? Raina and Amara
are not getting along.
not getting along. All right, we could technically say that this is the beginning. So let's go ahead and let's write this in before we start writing, so we know. So we have the characters: Raina, Amara, mom and dad.
Right.
Okay, when and where. So in the beginning, they were preparing for a road trip. Okay, so now, all right, so now we're going to continue reading, okay? Because we know that they're getting ready for a road trip, and Raina and Amara are constantly fighting and getting into arguments, okay? The author tends to use flashbacks a lot, right? So, what do you think is the purpose of the flashbacks? Do you remember?
Mm-hmm.
What is a flashback? Tell me what a flashback is.
A, a flashback is like a memory of what
Don't pull on your
happened.
shirt. Don't pull on your shirt. A flashback is what?
A flashback is like a memory, so like what happened last time, or what happened in the or what happened in the young state.
Okay. So flashback is something that happened. I'm looking for a certain word in particular. It starts with a P. It happened in the what?
Past.
In the past. Absolutely. So when we are looking into the past, I want us to stop and I want us to grasp the picture of what is the author trying to show us. Okay? And why do you think the author included this memory? Okay? So that's going to be our challenge for the day. We're going to focus on what was the purpose of the author including this memory. And I'm going to write it right here. The daily challenge why did the author include the flashback? What memory is she What memory is she trying to tell us? What's the purpose of this memory? Okay. All right. So we're going to continue with reading. Okay. Go ahead. You can. Hey, I want a shotgun.
I'm surprised you are clamoring for the front seat too.
There is no way I'm sitting in the front seat.
Alright, the incident.
What's the incident? Why do you guys keep saying that?
Let's get you all situated. What oh situated.
Besides, this way I get a whole big seat to myself. So, really quick before we
Eh,
continue, let's talk about this. Okay. We have a new character. Who is this new character?
it's him.
Who is him?
The
See,
boy.
the boy. Does the boy have a name yet? I don't think so.
I didn't know.
No, we don't know his name, but we know we can claim that he is the what? Probably
Little lover.
the little brother. So go ahead. Let's put the little brother.
I'm getting hot out of this.
Brother.
I'm getting me a hot pocket after this.
When we finish everything. All right, now we have the little brother. Okay. And what do you think the incident? Who do you think the incident was between?
I think something bad happened.
Who you think was involved?
I don't know. I think you want to say the little brother. But I'm not sure.
Well, when we're looking at the pictures,
Amara.
I think it had to be between Amara and Reina. And that's because if you can see, the only person who doesn't know what's going on is who?
The little brother.
The little brother doesn't know what's going on. But apparently, look at Reina's face. Look at Amara's face. She can clearly see that you brought it up again. It's stupid. You get what I'm saying? You can tell by her face
Okay, that's moving.
that she is saying that. All right. So the anatomy of the road trip. So now this is basically what is this? This is
I think that's like stuff I like to see.
how the car is, right?
Yeah.
So who's in the front?
The mama and the little brother.
Okay.
In the middle is Moyana.
Mhm.
And here I can guess is Amara.
Mhm. All right. So let's go.
Hi, Daddy.
Bye, Dad.
See you in Colorado.
All right. So that confirms that he is the little brother. So now they're getting on the road. So tell me what's going on in these scenes right now. Tell me.
So, just relaxing. So then, Diana had a headphones on, aka Amara, because that has speech bubble like scribbles, lines.
So which meaning and what perspective is this coming from? This is coming from Raina's perspective or Amara's perspective?
Rihanna,
Why do you think so? Ooh.
it's, it's because it's so loose. I bet they're to music and can't hear her.
Right. She's listening to music. That's an awesome detail. That she's listening to music and she can't hear what's going on. So that's why it's just scribbles. All right. So now out of nowhere,
Palm,
ow! What was that for?
punch bag. I caught it. I caught it. It just couldn't hear me.
Oh, Mara, Raina looks frustrated.
And not telling me, but not them getting along.
Right. So now, crunch, crunch. She's still listening to her music, and she's sweating. That's what it means. probably hot. It's getting hot, Mom.
I know. So my daughters have air conditioning.
What you say? My what?
My daughters have air conditioning.
But I can open the windows. Whoosh, squeak, squeak, squeak.
What?
She can't hear what her mom is saying. You'll hear better without those stupid headphones on.
What?
You'll hear. Never mind. And they're driving, and they're driving. Hours later. Look.
Oh, she's here. Oh, ECDs.
Open the door quick. Shh.
Hey, hey, look,
What do they see?
dears.
The deers. And you can tell that's making them are happy.
Look at Rihanna.
Hey, Raina. Rihanna likes it too. Okay. So now, ooh, we
Back,
have
back in the day.
back in the days. How do we know?
This
Because the cover,
because the background
the background, right?
and the paper color.
All right.
Listen, listen and learn.
Hey.
Our story begins with a deep wood figure. Our story begins with a deep wood figure. Look at what they put that. Our story begins with a deep wooded figure.
Ah. So what's going on here? Who started? Who started with the Well, no. Let's keep
Um,
reading, and then we'll talk about it later. Let's keep
a
reading.
deep in a deep wood figure.
Hey, girls, what are you drawing today?
I'm John Rafael and the sun.
Nice, Raina.
I'm John a grizzly bear by a stream and a deer and an eagle and another deer and over here. Over here, blah 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 blah.
All right. So let's talk about this. Now, this flashback. Now,
So I can totally hear that she's getting annoyed by the scream she made.
okay. So, but wait, before we even get to that, before we get to that, who started with the record first? Who had the record first?
Amara.
Amara. And then what happened?
Oh,
Let's just follow the picture, follow the storyline, because you're skipping over here. I want you to look at the pictures. I want you to tell me what's
he
going on.
no. I I I'll explain. At first, beyond different music, and then Amara comes here and finds this album called Listen and Learn. And then so she switches it out looking for hers. And
Mm-hmm.
Leon's very happy. And then the same line, our story begins a deep with a figure repeats, 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 getting Rihanna irritated.
All right. So, I know we never had a record player, but can you imagine, or have you ever watched a movie where a record player, what happens to the record? Oh, I know how to think about it. Think about when we have watch a DVD, right?
Yeah,
And if
yup.
a DVD is scratched, what happens?
What a play right.
It won't play right, and it keeps doing what? It'll keep repeating itself.
Yeah, so maybe that one must be scratched.
So that one must be scratched, and that's the reason why it keeps repeating itself over and over and over. Aggravates Rihanna,
Yeah.
okay? And she's telling, Amara is telling Raina now to be quiet. And she just is still going over and over, right?
I can't tell how I cannot tell how Amara isn't getting angrier.
It seems like she just decided to ignore it because it's still playing in the background.
Yeah.
But now they're starting to draw.
Yeah, and then she does something happening that I don't even know how to say it.
All right, so let's think about it. Why did the author include this flashback? What is this memory is talking about? This memory is referring to what? Amara's love for what?
Hmm. Drawing.
Not on, yes, her love for drawing, but what did she draw?
She drew a grizzly bear by a stream and a deer and an eagle and never deer.
Okay, so look, let's look at the picture of
There
what
was a
she's listening to.
butterfly, a deer, a squirrel, and a rabbit.
So she's listening. It says listen and learn. So she's listening to the
So I,
sound.
so I know if I'm right. She likes music, animals, and drawing.
Right. So she likes to listen to the sounds of animals as well. Okay. So this memory, why did the author include this memory?
I guess the memories are like how love turns into like hatred. Not hatred, hatred. How they started arguing.
I don't really think it's about that. Let's go back. Let's go back and look at it. All right. So the last scene before the flashback, what is they looking at?
Deers. So I
Deer.
guess that's how Amara got her love for animals.
Right. This is where she discovered her love for animals. And this takes us back to how she is happy about seeing the deers. It's like seeing them in real life when she was listening to the deers. Okay? Now we're back where now?
The present.
We're back in the present. Okay.
Road Atlas. Today we're driving across Nevada.
The Silver State.
Looks like more than a brown state.
Or the Bruncina State.
You mean Bensiana.
Mm-hmm.
Closer to the wall. Closer to wall. To wall amber.
Or maybe beige.
Kayak.
Khaki.
Khaki.
So about those colored pencils.
Oh, she knows. She knows.
I don't have any.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Kick. Kick.
Click clack.
Kick. Yes.
Oh man, my batteries are dead.
Man,
Amara, can I borrow your Walkman?
can I borrow your colored pencils?
Oh, what you think that is? They're arguing and fussing, right?
Yeah, the background.
Girls, calm down. We'll get batteries at the next gas station. Looks like we're headed into a big weather. Let me see the weather, right? Whoa. The wind really picked up, and the roads are so slick. I have to be careful we don't hydroplane. Ah! Yes. I could barely see 5 feet ahead. We're going to have to pull over and wait this storm out.
Apple campground.
Do we really have to pitch a tent in this rain, Mom?
Well, I suppose we can spring for a cabin just this once. Boom!
Whew. Yeah. Okay. And then what's happening?
Now, first, Rihanna's in the top bunk, Amal was in the bottom bunk, and the little brother had his very own bed.
Probably most likely sharing a bed with who?
The mom.
My mom. And let's talk about their emotions. What's going on? How they're responding to all this.
Now, for this part, I guess that Rihanna's enjoying it. And then Amal was looking at Rihanna. I think just because I guess he won the top bunk.
Okay. And then who is just having the time of his life?
You know, the little brother.
Little brother. And how do you know that?
Because you could see him jumping on the bed.
Okay. What's the name? Let's keep reading. What's the name of this town, Mom?
We're in Lovelock. We're in Lovelock, Nevada.
Area code 666, I presume.
What does that mean?
because that's like 666 is like a bad number, like represents evil. That's why she was like, I presume 666.
Oh, the next morning.
Oof. Is it still raining?
I don't think so.
Peak. Oh, look.
Dead frog, dead bird, I assume dead,
Snake or snail or something. Snake.
dead stick.
Poor frog. And what
Shut
she does,
up.
picking up the dead frog.
I feel like a bunch of dead animals to start your morning off right.
So, what
Back
is
in
it?
the
Back
past.
in the past. Mama, can we get a dog?
Our apartment does complex doesn't allow dogs.
How about cat?
I'm way too allergic.
A guinea pig, a turtle, a ferret, a hermit crab, a hedgehog, a parrot, a bunny, a hairless cat, a fish. And so,
I'm calling my
I'm calling mine Rosemary.
your fish bowl.
All fish poo, Raina.
Bubbly, Bubbly's poop is the grossest.
It's almost time to eat. Will you get the chips and salsa, please?
The salsa looks like it has Bubbly's poo.
Patu, 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 patu.
your your fish your fish is gross. Wait,
Crunch,
yeah,
crunch.
you did that.
Your fish is gross.
Your fish is ugly.
Your fish is stinky.
Your fish is stupid.
Your fish is dead.
Ah! Wait, not lying, but his fish is actually dead.
Yeah.
No, don't flush it. What shall we do instead? Bum.
Here lies Bubbly.
The next day, what are you gonna do with your new fish, Mama?
Mm.
Bumbly like the pizza.
Don't ruin pizza for me too, Amara. But soon,
He likes Bubbly. He likes Rosemary. Bro, the planting little tombs for them.
yeah, me all the fish dead. I'm sorry, girls. I guess the whole fish thing didn't work out.
That might be the pun vivo.
Yeah.
But it's not like it was your fault they kept dying. Fish just they were kids. Or maybe they were feeding them.
Maybe
Maybe
you
you
need
need
a heartier pet.
a dog?
A hairless cat?
A chameleon? Cool.
Don't worry, my buddy Frank's breeds them. He says they're pretty indestructible.
Dang, crickets!
And we're having a sale, $5 for 20. This seems like a lot of crickets, Dad.
Y'all ask about me emotional reading. Just you read the best. I'll do the background.
Yep, Legland's gonna be in Foodie's paradise. He still hasn't eaten any.
Maybe he's just a little imitated.
Intimidated. Maybe he's just a little intimidated. But I'll bet that by the morning he'll have eaten a few. Tweet, tweet, link. Ah, what the heck? The crickets ate Legland.
They sucked all his guts right out. Wait,
Okay, girls.
oh
No
my!
no more pets for a while.
Why is so many pets dying?
Mm-hmm.
You they get the food, they still didn't eat them. Thing that they didn't suck out of the guts. I guess you're like gonna eat them.
Right. Okay.
No fair. You get us any good pets anyway.
Maybe another time. For now, we need the extra space. For
But
what?
You're getting a little. Well, you're getting a little brother.
Pat, pat.
Uh,
Mm.
uh, uh.
Okay, so
Okay, let me get card. No, okay, you ready?
hold on, let me
Right.
see something.
Look at all of that. Look at all of that. License plate bingo. Kentucky 123 ABC. Nebraska ABC 123. Kansas ABC 123. Montana 121234. Who even invented this? So we're reading?
Stop.
Yeah, we're still in the past. Sorry.
All right. Now we're gonna keep going. We want to keep reading.
Gary has some inconveniences.
All right. Ready to see some more dinosaurs, Will?
Yeah! Dinosaur, dinosaur, dinosaur.
Can you be excited quietly?
Can I say that?
Oh, go ahead.
Can't you be excited quietly?
Oh man, why is Utah 1,000,000 degrees?
I'm funny. That's hot weather.
Yeah, but I'm not used to it. San Francisco is freezing in summer.
You know what we should understand? If we were swimming, this would be fine.
Don't even think about it. Hot.
Hot. It's just
It's
nature.
just
Can't you
nature.
deal?
Can't you deal? Watch out for the swarm of bugs, girls.
Elapsed time to elapsed time 0.2 seconds.
Oh, mosquito bites, stupid bugs.
And
Ooh,
that's nature now.
loves nature now.
Oh no way, a drug! Can I get this drug, Mom?
I suppose each of
Scratch.
you can choose one souvenir.
Tap tap. Ooh, a scratch back.
A back
Yes.
scratcher, yes. Well, kids, one more night of camping, and tomorrow we'll see your cousins. Let's
Wait.
see. Colorado, the Continental Centennial State. Let's see how you say that word. That's no fun. I was hoping it would be like bears eat your little brother's steak.
Back in the past.
Back in the past. Your name and your mom and I like the name Will.
Hi, Willie. Hi, Willie.
Just not Willie, just Will.
Willie is dog's grandma dog's name.
Huh? Where's your brother? Is here? Whereas your brother is here because of the will of God.
Err.
Oh, that
Wait.
must be the
Yeah,
delivery.
yeah, she doesn't like. Actually, says she doesn't like the name.
Will, yeah.
The same will of God.
What is
Ding
this?
dong.
Oh, that must be the delivery. What's all of this?
The baby can sleep in that room for now, but three of you have to share the big bedroom. This is the bunk bed.
Wouldn't it just be easier to move?
What do you think of that? You you lived in this apartment most of your life, didn't you? Did you like it?
Bang, bang, bang.
If
There
if
you now
if
have it.
if I was younger, I would do that for today. Toss. Luxurious.
Now, there. Now you each have your very own space.
Luxurious.
Luxurious. When I can't sleep. Why doesn't mom make the baby be quiet? If mom had that superpower, I think she'll use it on you too.
Last night, crunch. Last morning, crunch.
Dennis, you'll take Raina to the bus stop on your way to work,
Ready, Rena? Almost.
and I'll take Amara to preschool. I'm not going.
Honey, it's just a. No, you did that.
Honey, it's just for a few hours.
No! You
You
can't make me! Yeah!
They're all looking crazy, right? What do they look? They look really tired. Why do you think they're tired? Why your eyes feel like that?
Talk to, talk to page 69.
Hmm.
It's.
It's not easy having so many of us in one house, huh? Right.
I don't know.
With your mom asked me to do something with you and your sister this weekend. How about we go to the zoo?
Okay. Answer. Come on now. It's the daddy daughter day.
I'm taking you and Raina out, just the three of us.
Let's go to the zoo. Yeah!
So at first she wasn't interested, but when she found out she was going to the zoo,
Gazelles! Impalkas!
ooh,
Look! Anteaters and capybaras!
so cute,
Yeah! Praying mantis!
cool.
Yes!
No,
Snakes can be poisonous or venomous. But what's wrong with snakes?
I hate them.
But they're cool.
They're disgusting.
But
Fine, I'll tell you why. Before you were born, we went camping. I was obsessed with picking blackberries. All of the good berries were just out of my reach, though. I spotted a path of the center of bramble, and very carefully I crept in. Blackberry heaven. As I moved deeper into the bramble, I wasn't paying attention to where I was stepping. Crunch. Snake!
wait, was that a snake? Look at its eye.
Mhm. I guess stepping on a live snake is kind of gross. Oh no, right here.
It was dead.
No, right here.
I guess stepping on a nice snake is gross.
It was dead.
It was dead.
Hmm.
It is so. And I'm totally getting a snake on my head sometime.
Or not.
And so.
Or not. All right.
All the water.
All right. So, what was the purpose of this flashback?
Well, first,
What
it
are
can show
it,
a clip of the of the little brother Willie.
and what was the little clip it's showing? What's going on in this clip?
They're getting this stuff for the baby.
Right? Like the
But
baby's just getting
now
home.
thinking, I'm thinking Willie is just smooth. I think I'm not saying they do. I'm not saying they should. Let's just continue.
Okay. So let's talk about the scene. What is going on in the scene? Mom has brought home the baby. They named him Will. What else? What's going on?
They're getting stuff for the baby.
They're getting stuff for the baby. And what did they get technically?
A bunk bed.
A bunk bed. The bunk bed was so that who can all share a room?
The, the kids.
All the kids. And how many kids would be in one room now?
Three.
So the first night they were all in the room together. The first night we were all in the room together, what happened?
Baby tantrum.
The baby cried all night, right?
Yeah.
And and it seemed like it kept everyone up. Who did it keep up?
Rihanna.
Uh-huh.
Amara,
and who else?
the
The
father.
father. So when they was getting ready to leave out the next day, what else happened? Come on, let's get through the plot. What else happened?
Oh, and in the scene, Amara was gonna go to preschool, but he doesn't want to.
Mom told Amara to go to preschool, but she threw a what? She
Tantrum.
threw a tantrum. She did end up going. So dad ends up walking Raina to school to her bus stop. And from the bus stop, what happens? They talk
Zoo
about going to
time.
the zoo. He said that he was going to take them to the zoo the next day,
Yeah,
on the weekend.
they saw. Yeah, in the zoo, they saw gazelles and pacas, anteaters, capybaras, praying
Okay,
mantis, snakes.
okay, got that part. All right, so
Hey, the
listen.
first two rhymed.
Okay, all right, so listen. We know, okay, remember we were talking about big ideals and small ideals. So the main part is the big ideal of this part going to the zoo. The big idea of them going to the zoo is who was excited?
Amara,
Amara was
because of her
excited
love for
because of her. I
animals.
love, give me a high five. I love how you made that connection. Because of her love for animals, she loved going to the zoo, right? So
Yeah,
the little tiny details will be what? The animals she saw, right?
yeah.
Those would be tiny details because okay, we know that she loved the animals. There's going to see so many animals, but a main idea, a big idea, would be when she saw the snake, right? Who hates snakes? Rihanna
Rihanna.
hates snakes, and because she hates snakes, why does she hate snakes? Because of what?
Because, because, because she stepped on a dead snake.
When she was small, and she hurt herself, and ever since then, she hated snakes. Got it? So her love
Yeah.
for animals, if you had to compare, Amara likes animals just like Rihanna likes animals. But what animal Rihanna hates? Rihanna hate which animal?
Snakes.
Snakes. Okay.
And they guess, and they guess, and they guess now here, she is starting to hate. She's starting to, she is starting to go stick a mashed potato and a couple noodles.
No, we didn't get here yet. Okay. So we're just gonna pause and we're gonna continue right now. All right. So now we're gonna break down the beginning and middle of what we read today. All right. So we have the bigger one, but we want to talk about what we read just today. So beginning of the scenes, they are starting where?
Hmm. This time, it's on the girl arguments.
Nope. Let's go back to page 25 and let's walk through what they are doing. In the beginning, this is some pages from pages 26 and we ended on page what?
Everyone.
No, what page? What that number is? Page
79.
79. All right, go ahead and we're gonna do, we have the beginning, middle, and end. All right, so where do we start first? We saw three different scenes. All right, the first scene is what we're gonna do the beginning first, and then you're gonna do the we're gonna do the middle together, and you're gonna do the end on your own. Okay. All right. The beginning. The beginning is that they started on the road trip. Right. They're on a road trip. Who who is sitting in the front with mom?
Will.
Will. So let's add to the characters now. The new character is Will,
The one who has the little brother.
the little brother. All right. So now they're no longer just preparing for a road trip. They're on the road trip. They're on the road trip, right? On their way to Colorado. Where did they stop at? Where's the different? Okay, where's the different places they went through?
Well,
We had a scene where
yes. They went to the pet shop multiple times.
no. Remember,
Oh,
that's the flashback.
They
So
went to Colorado.
we're talking about in the present. So they got stuck where?
They went to like a nature reserve.
They were in Nevada. They stopped in Nevada.
Yeah, they were in
Remember?
Nevada. They were in the cabin. How could a foggy without the rain?
Why did they stop in Nevada?
Because it was raining. Really hard.
Okay, so let's start with the first. Let's start with the first two. So we're gonna say the beginning of this scene. These scenes are gonna be from 20. Okay, we're gonna practice summarizing each of the two scenes. All right. So the first scene is from 29 to 39. The second scene is going to be from 40 to 60. And then the third one is going to be from 61 through 79. So for each of these, we're going to practice summarizing what's going on in these three scenes. All right. So let's start with the first scene. The first scene, we're going to start on page 26. On page 26 to 39. Now, let's look at the big details. What is the big details that's happening? They're on their way to the road trip, right? A big scene, a big idea, right? Go ahead and write it down. A big idea. A big idea would be that Will, the little brother, is introduced, right? The little brother introduced. Okay? That's a big idea. All right? The little idea, a tiny detail, a tiny detail would be how Amara is punching. A tiny detail. We're gonna put the tiny detail so we don't get confused. A tiny detail would be that Amara punches Rihanna. Okay. So how can we summarize what that whole thing was? For instance, we know that Amara is punching Raina. What else did she do? She is bothering her. She's bothering her for her crayons, for her pencils, right? Amara is what else is Amara doing to her sister? Go sit down.
Oh, what she's doing.
If we had to put this all in one, put it in one sentence, we will say,
In the middle of Rihanna's is even just at that she starts worrying. She tells her mom that she's hot.
I can't really understand it. You got to slow down, Joe. Say it again.
In in the middle of the street, Rihanna's eating chips, and then she starts sweating. She tells her mom that it's getting hot, and then her mom apologizes for there being no air conditioning, so she pulls the window, but she couldn't understand her because Rihanna's headphones were on.
Okay, so Joseph, I understand that. Those are all great information about what's going on inside of the car while they're going to Colorado. So let's summarize that in one sentence, if we could. What is going on? What is the big idea? The big idea of what is the situation? How is the car ride for Raina? So Raina is trying to ignore. Is Raina is let's say Raina is attempting or trying to ignore
Yeah,
Amara
Amara. Yeah, Amara. That's what I meant.
with by listening to her Walkman. However, Amara is what? Constantly doing what? Annoying.
Rihanna.
All right. So now we know that the little brother was introduced, and Raina is trying to ignore Amara by listening to her Walkman. However, Amara is annoying Raina up until they saw who? What did they see?
They they saw deers.
They saw deer. And who wanted to get out of the deer?
Amara.
Amara wanted to get out too. Amara Amara wanted to get out of the car to see who? The deer. And then we had a flashback. What was the flashback about?
It's about how she got her love for animals.
The flashback was about her love for animals. I love how you did that. I love how you remember that. Okay, so now going to the middle, we're going to the next scene. The next scene was from 40, page 40 to 60. All right. So this takes us where now? We're back camping. They camped for a little bit on the tent, and what happened? They ran into what?
Deers.
Not necessarily.
Nevada.
Let's go through the book. Go back. Let's go back to the story. They's in Nevada, okay, and what happened? They got back into the car, and what happened? What did they run into?
A storm.
They ran into a storm, which caused them to do what? They had to do what?
Find a cabin to go in.
They had to find a cabin. So in this cabin, when they woke up the next morning from the cabin, what happened?
They found the dead frog.
They found dead animals.
Um, how can the so many kill an animal?
Maybe got drowned. Okay, or electrocuted from the lightning. All right, so they found many, and which brought us to which flashback? It brought us to a flashback.
Well,
Turn the pages. Let's go through the pages. You know, we don't want to skip anything.
the dead, the dead, yeah.
Who was picking up the dead animals? Who picked
Amara.
up Amara?
So why does the dead frog might be the main movie? We all know what the dead snake she stepped on when she was young.
But they gave us a memory before that.
Yeah.
What memory came after the dead animals? Flip the pages. Go back through the story. The book is right there in
How
front
they
of
got
you.
a pet fish.
Okay, so that when they went into the storm, when they came out the next day and they found the dead animals, it made Rihanna remember when they were cat fish. They got their first pets, right?
Yeah. But they kept on running dying.
And what kept happening to their pets? They kept what?
Dying.
They kept dying.
Num- Bubbles. Number one Bubbles, I don't know how.
Okay, that's the big
Bubbling.
picture. They got animals and they kept dying. All of their pets was dying.
Yeah.
They had pet fish and then they had a chameleon. All right. So we had to summarize what happened in pages 40 to 60. How would we summarize that? Summarize these two scenes. We said that they was in a storm. Okay, so we're gonna look. Remember, when we're summarizing, we're looking at the big details. All right. So in these pages, when they arrived, when they got to Nevada, right, they ran into a storm on the road. What happened? Fill in the blanks. What happened after the storm?
Uh, well, when the start ended, they found lots of dead animals.
Okay, you skipped the detail. Where did they head to? Where did they hide from the storm?
When it was stormy, they had to hide in a cabin.
They found the cabin, and after they stayed at the cabin the next day,
They found lots of dead animals.
they found a lot of dead animals, which reminded Raina of what?
The fishes, the pets they owned.
The pets they owned
But
when
sadly, they were dying.
when the pets was dying. Absolutely. Okay. So the reason why, okay, so look, Jody, I am walking you through how to find the important details and in creating the main idea of what you're reading. Okay? So for the next two sets of pages, for the next page, 61 through 79, we read through those pages. I want you to tell me the main ideas of the present and then the memory and make the connection. What was the purpose of that memory? Okay? We went through it, but now you have to form a statement when you're summarizing what happened. Okay? So go to the next. It's page 70.
You go there.
All right, we're here 71 through 79. Flip through and you tell me what we're at now. So you want to start with the memory or you want to start with the main one? Just look through it.
Here.
All right, go ahead. Summarize what's going on through pages 61 through 79.
So, so
Look at it first and then find what you want to tell me and then tell me.
at first, in the present, Will Will was excited to go see some dinosaurs at a dinosaur exhibit, and then and then next and then next.
Hold on,
Will,
Joey. I don't want to cut you off, but I want you to review it on your own and then tell me, summarize what you've read. Not necessarily every big detail. I don't need to know every little thing. Okay? Look at it and give me a brief summary of what's going on. All right, let's go.
now, for the big
You're looking at one page. Just review it and keep going, baby. Come on, go through it. Review what happened. We read this already. So I don't need you to reread it to me. I need a brief synopsis of what is going on. So in the present, what's going on in the present? Now we shift gears. We're no longer focusing on Amara and Reno. Who was we focused on?
Willie
Will. All right, and Will is going to see who?
the dinosaur.
Willie is going to see the dinosaurs, which brings us in. It seems that the only person who was excited about seeing the dinosaurs was who?
Willow. No, Will.
Was Amara excited?
No.
Was Raina excited?
No, I'm not sure, but I think that could have been sorry because of her love for animals and dinosaurs on animals.
Right, right. But who was annoyed in that scene?
Ah,
It was really Amara.
yeah.
But why was Raina annoyed? Raina was annoyed because of what?
Oh, because
Because she was what?
hot.
She was hot. Right. So in this scene, summarize what's going on in one sentence. Give me one sentence of what's going on.
Here.
Yes. Give me one sentence.
Okay.
Tell me what's going on in the present.
So here, your family leaves the car, and then
You still trying to give me play by play. Put it all together, Joey. Put it all together. Okay, so let's go back to what we did before. All right. We talked about what happened in the first couple of pages. So Raina was trying to ignore Raina was trying to ignore Amara by on the car ride by listening to her Walkman. However, Amara was still annoying Raina by punching her and asking for her pencils. Got it? Now you see how I'm not going through detail after detail after detail. Every little thing that happened, we need to see it as a whole. What happened in the scene as a whole, Jolie? break it down
Yeah.
into three ways. What happened first in the scenes? The first thing.
Rihanna complains about the heat. And
That's not the first thing.
oh,
They're on their way to where?
a dinosaur accident.
Right. They're on their way to the dinosaur city. Who is excited? Joey. See, you see how I'm
Yeah.
asking you questions? You have to be able to answer these questions in your sentence.
Will.
Okay, so say it. Say it in
Will.
a complete sentence. Will is what?
Will is the only one that's excited about seeing dinosaurs.
All right. And while at the dinosaur, what happens?
Rihanna complains about the heat.
Oh, you're doing such a great job. Go back and I want you to grab that the beginning of the sentence. While at while visiting the dinosaurs, while visiting the exhibit, what happens? You said it. I want you to
Oh
say it
wow.
all together.
We we when, as it goes on, Rihanna keeps complaining about the heat.
Okay, so again, it's important that you say while
Wow,
visiting.
the exhibit
Uh-huh.
in the car
No, they're
or
not in the car anymore.
outside
You don't gotta say
when
outside.
they
But
leave the car.
okay. While visiting the exhibit, Raina is what?
complaining about complaining about Utah being 1 million degrees.
No, no, no.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
you
in other
you
words,
you're trying to throw in tiny details that doesn't matter right
we
now.
we we none Rihanna's complaining about the heat.
Thank you. Rihanna is complaining about the heat. And then what
And
is happening? Tell me something about Amara. What's going on with Amara?
I wanna Awana's not complaining about the
What
bugs.
is he talking about? Who is that?
Oh,
Amara?
yeah, Mala.
Okay, you didn't say that. Complaining about the heat. And what's going on with Amara?
Getting bit by mosquitoes.
Is getting bit by mosquitoes.
Yeah. And the gift
Can I
shop.
get your pencil? I'm
And in
scared.
the gift shop. And I'm giving this already. Good. Um, Amala's Amala's mood just swings.
Okay. Okay, what goes
Um,
on in the gift shop? Yeah, okay.
in the gift shop. In the in the gift shop. I'm not sure this. In the gift shop, Amal Will Will wants a truck. While Amal was still complaining about the bug bites.
Okay, I
But
have a
I
question. Okay, keep going. Keep going.
but I see in the car that Amal was reading the book, not never minded the mosquito bites.
Okay, so
I'm not sure if she put on ointment or 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 ignored them.
okay. All right. So what I need you to do now, I want you to think about what you just said about the gift shop. Would you say the gift shop is an important, a big idea? Is any
No,
no? So you wouldn't have to mention what is going on in the gift shop in the gift shop. Okay. So the main part is while they were visiting the exhibit, Raina was complaining about the heat, and Amara was getting bit by mosquitoes. Right. And it takes us to a flashback. Well, we also want to say also that we also want to make sure we mention that Will really enjoyed.
dinosaurs.
Yes,
But
that
how is it?
Will was the only one
I have a dinosaur.
that enjoyed the exhibit.
Hmm. I think I think when we watch the story, we're gonna see we will get back from the past about Will start liking dinosaurs.
Mm.
I mean,
Okay,
let me move on.
so now this flashback that we come now is
Maybe really.
right. Why is this flashback important? What does this flashback indicate? Why is this memory? Let's go back. I'm asking you a lot of questions. So let's start with the first one. Why is this memory included?
Hmm.
Why do you think the author included this memory?
Well, I guess it's like how we was like born into the family
Mm-hmm.
and like and like I think back then before they had their room like had two beds, but now they got a bunk bed, but now they have a bunk bed.
Mm-hmm.
So and then and then I think that Lily's crying with Amara and Rihanna's nerves.
Right. So in this flashback, it talks about how their whole what?
Their life.
Their life changes when the day Will comes home, right? So if their life has changed, connect that to the scene before. The only reason why they're visiting dinosaurs is for who?
Will.
It's for Will, right?
His birthday.
I don't think it's for his birthday. It doesn't really say that. Let's stick to what the details say. But they're on the road trip and they're going to see the dinosaurs just for Will. So this flashback is about how Will entered their lives and their lives have changed.
I think that I think in another flashback we're gonna see how Will got us back into dinosaurs or not.
Oh no, okay, okay. That's something we could think about. All right. So again, going back to summarizing, we want to make sure, Joey, we are using the big important ideas. All right. We want to make sure that we're doing an overview. Okay, an overview of what's going on, not just the little tiny details. You got to be able to put everything together. Any questions for me?
Now,
Okay. If you just to do a challenge, could you summarize everything we read today in your own words?
hey, back to back
Yeah, just tell me what you read.
with the book.
You can, but I don't want you to go through page by page. I want you to give me an overview of what happened today.
Wait. We're page 61.
Nope, I want to go through page 69 through 79. What happened?
The biggest moment here is that the baby starts crying. The baby starts crying and everybody gets irritated by it.
See, you're going page by page. I don't want you to go page by page. I want you to give me an overview. So next time we meet, we're going to focus on overviews. We need a brief synopsis, a brief summary of what's going on.
Oh, why?
Okay? So if I had to do it, I would say that in this section of the book that we read today, Brianna, Amara, Will, and their mom is going on a road trip. During the road trip, several events happen.
Okay.
Raina is trying to listen to, is trying to ignore everyone. Unfortunately, Amara makes that difficult. They run into a storm while on the road and they find dead animals, which triggers a memory of Raina and their pets.
I see.
You see what I'm doing? Which triggers a memory of Raina and their pets and how they kept dying. Finally, in the last section of the story that we read, Raina, Will, their mom, everyone goes to a exhibit, a dinosaur exhibit just for Will. Amara and Will was excited.
I think I realized something.
Yes.
I think I know why in the car, Amara was like not happy about this feeling. I bet that. I bet that. I bet that when I bet that when they said that they were looking to for real to go to a dinosaur exhibit, I bet that Amara wants to go to an animal exhibit.
Well, nothing in the story supports that, but that is a good idea, a good reference. But we will when you are referencing things, you got to stick to what the story tells you.
I'm just guessing.
I understand. I understand. And that's a good guess. But we want to make sure that we stay with things that we could prove. And the only way we could prove it is by what?
Story.
It's by what's in the story. So I'm getting back to my summary of the ending. So
Wait.
because while visiting the exhibit, Raina complained about the heat, and Amara and Will was having a good time until Amara
Got
was
got bit by a bunch of mosquitoes.
got bitten by a bunch of mosquitoes. Thus, reflect made Rihanna reflect about the first day Will came home and how their lives changed forever. Okay?
Okay.
So you see how I'm not going in and picking those little details, right? I'm giving the main idea, the overview, the brief summary of what happened. Okay? Give me high
Wait. Hold on a minute. Let me say something.
five. Okay.
No. No. See you soon for. See you soon for